Now! The tiger attacks!
He bites too, which is really ironic.
Yeah, you know.
No, not wrong. So, anyways, I would like to
Hello there.
welcome us once again to a little bit later, and unfortunately for one of us, a briefer session. We are going to be doing, picking up basically right where we left off with the next day of hopefully convincing Lucky that the mind bending whatever the fuck happened.
Can we just say what it was?
Not right.
His mind got penetrated by a yandere lover.
But we don't. Why would you use that terminology, though?
It's not wrong.
There are better words, though.
Fine.
There are better words.
Fine.
There
His
are
mind
better
was
words.
infiltrated by his yandere lover.
His yandere lover forcefully caressed his mind.
There you go. That's better one.
I'm just gonna
slightly disturbed.
Felix
Yeah, right? And this is about your character, hun.
I know.
Drag.
Cat butt.
Cat booty. Hi, cat butt. How you doing, man?
What are you doing?
Oh, poor little kitty kitty.
What are you doing?
So,
Shit. Stuck in the. Okay.
this morning, probably around, at this point, 10 or 11, by the time you all awaken and coffee and a little bit of breakfast in your bodies. For nutrition is key.
Food.
What is nutrition?
So, what is this scenario?
Like, so this is just in the mornings.
Just in the morning. No one has had a chance to visit Lucky today yet.
I've done my talking.
Mm,
I was about to ask how
Yes, so-
serious did she get out of bed?
she's probably at the table just poking at food.
She's poking the eggs with the bacon. Maybe.
She noted she did eat some of it, but she just kind of idly poking at it.
Mm-hmm.
What would Seth be doing?
Hi, Huffle.
Hello there, friend.
Yeah, he's probably still cuddling with Rinn.
So Rinn and Seth have not come. Rinn
At
and
least
Striker
until
have
she.
not.
Yeah, at least until she comes out.
Yeah.
He'll
No,
follow.
yeah, she
Oh
probably would have
my.
gotten. She probably would have gotten up at regular time, shoot him out so she could get changed.
Oh my.
All Sirris sees is him kind of getting kicked out of the room.
Oh my.
You kind of
Coffee.
glance. You glance and you kind of see Grill just kind of.
What?
See, all I can imagine is just like the cartoon style wah wah wah. Like in the back of Seth's head, like
Storm gets to stay in there with you?
Storm is an animal, an actual animal. There's no problems here.
Bark. He goes off against Coffee.
I mean, to be fair, Aaron Boy could talk to them.
Can he can technically.
Oh my gosh.
Hi, Huffle. We're still waiting for you to make a Twitch account to come bother us.
Do it. Do it, Huffle.
I repeat my usual spiel. It's free.
I just feel like I need a hooded robe with like some silver trim. I'm sorry, purple trim or something going. One of us.
So,
Say that, and I have a blue hood with silver trim somewhere. I'll find for later purposes.
as you eventually get dressed and come out, Rinn,
Yes.
you guys hear a ting, 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 down outside of your doors.
Oh no.
What?
Oh no.
I'm gonna hesitantly go see what the fuck that was.
You look to the left, you see Bernadette.
Oh.
You look to the right, and you see what was a table. Success!
Garthag's just gonna faceplant on the table
What were you doing
in our room.
this time?
You see, I call it blasting sphere.
Good.
Do,
This is fine.
do you have anywhere else to test these experiments, or is our hallway just always?
Plenty of places.
Oh.
Why
Plenty
our
that can test
hallway?
in multiple environments.
So you continuously choose our hallway.
No, not always. I got kicked out of the last one I tried.
I wonder why.
I have no idea. Oh! Did you get that mask thing back? The putty mask.
That would be we'd have to talk to Victoria.
Yeah, they took everything off of him.
We assume.
Because since he kind is not using it anymore, and he's kind of a criminal, I would kind of like it back.
I'm
I would
sure
suggest going to Victoria for that.
I don't think she'd mind giving it back to you. She probably doesn't want you to sell it to anybody else here.
That's probably fair.
We'll talk later.
How am I supposed to get money?
We'll talk later about that. Don't worry.
Just
Talking about what?
Talk to
I
her.
just
Exactly.
sold it to Matthew because he says, "Oh, I'm just going to use it for a prank." How was I supposed to know?
Honestly, none of us knew. It's fine, Bernadette.
Like I said, when you get it back, we'll talk about it later.
Perfect. Julia, these two, clean the mess, and walks away. Starts picking up the table.
Just what I need, more magic items.
Yeah, right.
He's gonna walk over to Sirris and just kind of like stare at her for a second, and then poke her in the forehead because she's poking her food. You alive? Oh shit!
Uh-oh.
I did everything, and all of the proof is in there. Don't ask why it's in the pudding. Just it's in there.
Probably just like
Did you- Did you set something on fire?
I don't know.
Kitten.
Oh, that was in
dear.
Fluffy's background.
Yeah, that was Fluffy's.
Yeah.
Kitten, what are you doing back there?
Eating.
Blank.
Ah! I went to look down.
Everything okay back there?
All right, good to know. The fluffy is not
perfect
burning.
line.
Cooking.
It is a false alarm because hot showers and steam.
Oh,
I didn't know
fun
those
times.
set those off. Interesting.
They
Apparently.
do. They do.
Interesting.
That's why people normally cut the fans on in the bathroom.
Well, even then, like ours.
The fan
like,
was still
right
on,
outside
but it's also right outside the door of the bathroom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, yeah.
Do you
Also,
open the
you
door?
get the
and-
little kitty. Little kitty. Help.
Oh gosh.
Face blast.
Bless you.
Thank you. Sorry.
Yes.
Boy.
You poke Sirris on the forehead and says, "Anybody in there?"
She just kind of looks at you for a second, then continues to poke the food.
Hi, Musk.
Out of character. Anybody in there? No, but Matthew was inside of Lucky's head.
Now.
Awesome.
Too soon.
But yeah.
Hmm.
He just kind of pats her on the head and goes sit down somewhere. He's worse than Lucky with comforting.
No, this is fine.
That is his version of it.
That is something
Rinn's got a
I've learned
cup of coffee and is sitting at the table next to Sirris now.
See, that's something I've learned the last couple of sessions. The voice of reason in these situations should not be the Goliath. Should not be the Goliath. Why
We
is
know
it the
this.
Goliath?
To be fair,
Well,
he's
why
also
is
very
it the
intelligent, Goliath. Than normal.
Yeah.
But does this lead to personal relationships? No.
He's scum.
Wis-
It's just not
wisdom.
that.
Wisdom is where that stuff comes from.
I'm sure he's wise.
That's why my in real life wisdom modifier. Useg.
No say. So. Yeah. Just walk away from. She just keeps poking.
Yeah, she gets some of it on every now and again. Just it's fun to poke.
Mm-hmm.
Oak.
Are you ready to go see him, or should I go see him first?
I need to see him.
Okay. Do you want to go by yourself?
She shakes her head.
Okay. Who do you want to go with you?
She just kind of gives you this weird, like, seriously look.
She just kind of like shrugs, just like, look, I'm just checking.
I believe she.
I'm used to having like 5 other people to like accompany me. I have siblings. This is, you know.
Out of character. No, she wanted Hodgepodge there with her. His cold mechanical heart is so comforting.
Out of character type. Of course I will go with you. And help you watch over him.
It just has flamethrowers trained on Lucky.
Oh dear.
Watch mode.
Oh dear.
He looks cold.
Please no. Please no.
You guys heading down right away then? One or
Sirris would get a glass of wine beforehand.
glass of wine is provided.
I've got a flask on me at this point.
Breakfast of champions, everyone.
Fair.
Hey, she had some food,
Yeah,
technically.
technically.
What time is it again,
So you
Fluffy?
guys- at this point, like, was noon. 11:30 almost.
Oh, yeah, it's 5
Socially
o'clock somewhere.
acceptable, then. That is socially
Yep.
acceptable.
So you guys head down to the brig, the 2 of you.
The brig.
On your way past one of the first rooms on your left, is Matthews. He is blindfolded. Basically, he cannot talk, move, hear, or see anything. And there are a lot more chains than you've seen used before.
I mean, this is fair.
And about kind of near the end of the hall is Lucky's. On the right.
Out of character, I thought he was hanging underneath the base.
He was, but they didn't keep him there all night.
Oh.
Yeah, this might be a continual thing if he continues to not respond to questioning.
I sure hope so.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Pinata Matthew
Lucky.
sounds like a whole lot of fun.
Rinn and Sirris. Approach the door yourself.
He just kind of looks at them.
Sirris just kind of looks up at him a little bit, just going, "Hey, yeah, hold on, okay."
Hairball for a moment. It's fine.
No, it's totally fine, but just look going on. Hey, simple.
Asian versus cows and pigs.
He kind of can't seem to make eye contact with you.
I wonder why.
Take it you still don't feel anything about me, do you?
Trying to think how I'd have him respond.
Sorry.
Awkward noise and awkward silence.
Hmm. I guess I wouldn't say that too much.
How so?
Because I couldn't protect you. He just kind of looks down. Had a whole night to think about what Garthag said.
And Garthag can be pretty
It's true.
persuasive when he's a big, angry green guy.
Yeah.
Who's known for having shocking results.
Okay. Do you really love him?
Shut up, phone!
That was not the time for
Phone
that.
says.
Nope. Phone says, intruder alert. Intruder alert.
Ow. Dick.
Hey, look, Lucky got bit by a pumpkin.
No, I got scratched.
Have a cookie. Here, have a cookie.
Is that a cookie and a stick?
It's an Oreo and a toothpick. There's a distinction.
It is. There you go.
Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah, I guess he's not really convinced too far, so.
You're only 20% so far.
Yeah. Yes, but I remember being pretty upset when I heard that you died.
Rinn visibly tenses in the back. She's let them talk this entire time.
Sirris just kind of holds up the hand that has the ring she was given on it. And I take it this has lost its meaning to you.
He's kind of staring at it. I don't really know what to say.
Do the bars have like this kind of flat thing to them?
Yeah, they have a flat part.
Yeah, fuck it, that's what she do. She would just kind of take it off and like lay it on one of the bars to where it would still be an eyesight. Just kind of like kind of like go to leave. What's on? I guess it would be best if I. Just out of corner of it, looks out in the corner of his eye. Just, I love you. She just walks off before she can finish saying that.
I would like a persuasion check. It'll
Alright.
be. Do you think that would have advantage or not, Lucky? Given what has transpired.
Yeah, because. Yeah.
Make it with advantage.
Alright. And persuasion for me is
Let's grow
16.
16?
Mhm.
Alright, we're at 36%. 2 days in, already at 36.
Mm,
He's just kind of staring at the ring. I assume Rinn's still watching him.
yeah, no, she stayed behind. She's letting Sirris go be by herself for a second. She'll go chase after her in a minute.
He hasn't taken his eyes off of it.
Took a lot to get her down here, Lucky. After what you said.
I heard her, didn't I?
Slightly. And for somebody that didn't even give you a chance to understand what happened. Did he even tell you what happened?
He told me she was dead. He told me one of you killed her. He looks you right in the eye as he says that.
It was an accident. I revived her the second I knew. I should have paid closer attention.
How did she die?
There was a trap in your room. She was tied up there. I went to check on her. He told you that one of us did it?
Yeah.
You know we wouldn't.
I'm not really sure what to believe right now.
After what you've been through, I don't blame you.
Yeah. Hold on to that for her.
She'll pick up the ring.
Just make sure she doesn't lock herself up again.
That's all I've been doing. Repentance. For being stupid.
Well, you know. I think we're used to that with you.
I could say the same with you. Just come back to us, okay?
He just goes silent and starts thinking again.
At that point, I'll leave.
By the time you guys get back, I assume you guys. Well, I shouldn't assume. Sirris and Rinn, where are you going back? Are you going back to the common room?
Sirris did kind of wait at the elevator or stairs or whatever would take us to not this place.
That'd be the elevator. There's the way to bring is set up. It's a separate section. Small bridge that leads, or there's a hallway that leads to an elevator, which goes down several floors, which split off in 4 hallways each one. Deeper you go, the more secure it is.
Hmm.
I think this is when we need a massive inside-out bag of holding. Just have a prison in one of those.
I don't think that's how that works. That's also how you kill people.
Exactly. Didn't say it wouldn't be painful.
They could be in there for about 10 minutes. And just clear the body out. So
The fact that there's now a possibility of there being a body bag of holding.
Oh, good God.
you guys are heading up the elevator to leave the brig.
Okay.
Make up to the top. Where you guys go?
Most likely to the common room.
So you guys are walking
follow
toward the
her,
common
yeah.
room. Let's see. Let's whisper something.
Uh-oh.
I'm terrified now.
Don't worry, it's
Right.
fine.
Hashtag blame Rinn.
Totally fine. It's not my fault this time!
It's not my fault this time.
This time, I
Look,
love that.
I screw up. I screw up a lot, especially considering the episodes that have recently come out on the YouTube channel. I mess up a lot, but you know.
Out of character, I have to respond to what Huffle said real quick. Better
Hmm?
idea. Better idea. Open the bag of holding and put that in the lake. Then take the opening to the bag of holding, shove it in Matthew's mouth, and then open it.
Oh, that's cruel and unusual punishment.
Welcome to Withra.
Could be worse. It could be vomit spiders.
Ooh.
Better idea. We go back to
Now I have to go to Garthag's character sheet because I want to make sure I get the name of the inn right.
So, as you guys are walking back, Sirris sways for a second, but she catches herself and keeps going.
Sirris, you okay?
Um,
A little bit light, but it passed quick enough.
must have been the line.
Okay. You gotta tell me when something's wrong. I can't help otherwise.
That expression changes. It scares
I
me.
just thought about something. Don't worry about it.
Oh no.
I'm also concerned,
I'm
but you
worried
know.
more now, and I'm the DM.
I just remembered something in Garthag's possession. Don't worry about it.
Oh god. But
Now I'm even more worried.
Should be.
So make your way back. You're back in the common room.
I get Sirris some more food because if the wine's starting to affect her, I'm concerned about making sure she's got something in her that's not alcohol. I'm again playing house mom.
Is it too early for steak?
No.
Steak.
You can order a steak. How would you like your steak?
Rare. Can I put some peanut butter on that?
The hot fudge tilts its head.
Okay, sorry, out of character. I'm celebrating because yes, above water drowning.
That's
Rare
waterboarding.
steak. Rare steak with peanut butter, huh?
Yeah.
That's
You all hear that?
an interesting craving.
Grail kind of.
Seth
Look
is
down.
looking at you like, what the fuck?
Sirris, I'm gonna ask this in the nicest way possible. Are you expecting?
That would be impossible.
I'm sorry, I
Apparently
just looked at
the
the
sword-
fucking Discord again.
Right.
Apparently the sword hears otherwise.
Look, if she's gonna eat something, if this is what she's gonna eat, this is what she's gonna eat. Don't argue.
Right, and my sister didn't eat chili with pickle juice.
Right away.
You know, I've eaten weird things. That tops it right there.
It takes a little bit because,
Tops it.
but the rare steak with peanut butter has been delivered.
They just straight up ripped open the plastic, going over to styrofoam and steak and just peanut butter. Here
You kind of
go.
have to cook the steak, man.
Oh,
Rare
yeah,
isn't
rare.
just eat this shit raw. It is, okay, this is cooked. It has been browned, kind of, and it is pink in the
Right.
center. It's good.
Slapped it on the stove, flipped it over, flipped it over. There you go.
Basically.
Here's-
Rinn's taking a couple of sips out of her flask at this point.
Well, yeah, she eats the steak.
Hmm.
She was barely eating earlier. Now I'm concerned.
Look, I'm
What
not
a
gonna
soda.
argue. Let's just not argue. Let's not argue.
Right. Women are weird. He just kind of looks at Garthag.
I tend to want to keep my man parts, so I'm going to keep my opinion silent.
Greg just goes back to reading his book.
And Seth,
Yeah.
may I remind you who you cuddle with? And he just like looks at him, like just looking up, without really raising his head. He just kind of glances at him.
Sips on his coffee.
Yeah. By the time you guys arrive, it's probably closer to like 1 or 2 now.
Mhm.
It happens. You hear a bit of a commotion at the door. Someone's approaching your door. You can hear them talking.
I go answer it.
You like the knock at your door. The door. Oh, you see Reggie. Right behind him, Harris.
Ah, hi boys.
Oh, yeah. Harris kind of goes and goes, well, we just got back and haven't quite done the report yet, but I figured Victoria could weigh on that. I wanted to regale what happened during the events to Lucky.
You may want to come in and sit down for a second.
Well, if you want to regale it, he's in the brig.
Garthag!
I think I'll sit down for this. He sits down and everybody else sits down.
I'm guessing
can see
you haven't...
In some shit. There's like,
Yeah.
you can see there's like claw marks. Whatever mission they were on, they seem perfectly good, but they definitely didn't go without a scratch.
I'm disappointed in them then.
I'm guessing you haven't spoken to Aurora yet.
No. Is Reggie in the brig?
Look,
Lucky.
I don't know why is
Sorry,
Reggie
why
in
is
the brig.
Lucky? Why is meh?
I don't know
why
why
is
is
Lucky
Reggie in
in
the
my-
brig now. What did Reggie do?
Yeah. Sirris at the table also just kind of set the fork and stuff down. It's like the
Why is
plain
she
look of
eating
good
peanut
feelings
butter?
gone.
Why is she eating a steak with peanut butter?
Don't ask. The fact that she
Don't.
was eating for 5 minutes there was good news.
Don't question it.
All right.
Lucky was kidnapped about... How many days has it been now? 6, 7?
7.
7.
About 7 days ago. Matthew took him somewhere secluded, and from what we can tell, brainwashed him to not trusting anyone but Matthew, even so far as to believing he was in love with the dude. It's gotten complicated.
Harris is kind of just nodding to this and kind of. He seems to be more keeping himself pretty well in check, and he's like. You get the sense he realizes that the situation has been at least handled to some extent. It's not done yet, but it's not. You're not searching for someone anymore, and people the person has mainly been dealt with in some way or another.
Mm-hmm.
They even told him how. Reggie, not the best at hiding things.
No, poor
He's
baby.
currently messing with a crossbow bolt, but not like twirling or anything, like pushing like with his index finger and his thumb, like pushing it like this, just kind of.
Upon seeing this, Garthag's probably just going to go, Reggie, I'll give you the same warning Victoria gave me. She would deal with you personally if you lay a hand on anyone at this current time. So, be careful.
The rest of you don't notice, but even with disadvantage, G notices. Sirris, where are you going? She tried to sneak away, but his perception is really fucking high.
What is Reggie's passive again?
23.
Yeah.
Hell.
Yeah.
Prodigy.
I forgot.
You say that,
level 20.
Yeah.
Hence
Yeah.
Hence why that's my go-to feat now if I create either a variant human or when a half-elf gets to level 4.
It's fine, don't worry about it.
Oh yeah, in response, just like she kind of has her back to everyone, just one. I need to get some fresh air. And walks out, heading to the surface.
Nice.
I don't think she should be alone.
I'll go after her in a minute.
No, you stay and explain. I'll go after her.
So you're still kind of holding that bolt. What
Matthew's
happened? Happened to Matthew?
He's contained. Also, in the brig, away from Lucky, they have not seen each other since we brought them back. The corruption had gotten a hold of him. It
You
had
hear
made matters worse.
a snap.
Yeah, I was expecting that.
Heard Victoria kicked his ass a few times. She's not looking too well.
Through the earpiece, as Garthag's following Sirris, trying to keep up. Doubt he will, because
She's not exactly running.
I mean, fair. Okay,
This is more like I need to take a walk. So
Fair.
she's taking a walk.
the earpiece to Rinn. Also, don't forget to tell them we don't have to deal with the corruption anymore.
I was getting to that. One thing at a time.
I didn't know. Sorry. Thought it'd be at least some part of good news. The rest of it's not so good.
The corruption's no longer a problem. Matthew's no longer a problem. We're focused on getting Lucky well.
Look, the corruption's not a problem. Matthew's not a problem. Lucky is a problem. Welcome to the Twilight Zone, kids.
Harris. Harris kind of turns. Please, do you mind filling in the report with her? He nods. And dismisses himself and heads off.
Oh no.
It's fine, don't worry about it.
Oh, I'm gonna worry about it.
I'm sorry, Reggie, we didn't catch on soon enough.
So I just bid everyone in to do. Good luck with the rest of the
Bye,
session.
Jay.
Bye, guys.
Take care. Have fun.
So-
Don't forget to write.
For everyone watching, I now lay Garthag's fate in the hands of the DM. Now I'm terrified of saying those words.
It's fine, he's got safeguards, it's okay, don't worry about it.
Then again, majority of his NPCs roll higher than we do. So at the same time, I'm also putting
Except for
weapon of
Greg.
mass destruction in his hands.
Well, you know.
So you know what? Have fun with him. I bid you all, and I do.
Have a good night. All right. So, Reggie's kind of just sitting there as you're saying, of course, it's not a problem. Matthew's not a problem. But trying to help Lucky and all that.
And that I was sorry that we didn't catch it, and
He ends up. I need to deal with something. And he just turns and walks. As he's shutting the door, you can see he's also unsheathing the Oathbreaker crossbow.
oof, I do not want to be in the room. That's not gonna be a good time.
So,
Rinn takes larger swigs out of her flask at this point.
Are we gonna just let him go?
That's his son that got taken and he wasn't here.
Mm.
And the thing he fought 20 years ago came back and almost destroyed his son. You can imagine he's a little PO'd right now.
I'm more worried about the guy that can't move that we weren't supposed to bother.
Victoria said we could use him for target practice.
I don't think that one's gonna make it out of target practice.
Grill kind of leans up. It's not a man that's using him for target practice. You saw his eyes. That's the eyes of someone that's going to kill.
Gosh darn it. Rinn will chase after Reggie.
He's not much faster than you, so he's not running. He's currently walking very calmly.
Reg,
Watching a bolt. Yes, Rinn? What can I do for you?
don't do this.
Don't do what?
As somebody who had revenge on her mind when her family got messed with, don't do this. Not right now. Not while Lucky is extremely fragile, and if he finds out.
Make a persuasion check.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. I feel like all of my dice are going to betray me right now, and this is fine. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry.
I'm not gonna roll
You've
that
made
one.
some progress. That may or may not go away.
This is why this is a good point, and this is why I'm suddenly realizing, oh no, this was a terrible idea to let him just walk out.
Yeah.
Okay, persuasion.
He's not very deceptive.
Okay. That is, hold on, math. 24.
That is a wisdom saving throw with a natural 5.
Ooh.
He kind of stops. Still holding the crossbow, by the way, like kind of down. With one hand, kind of it's aimed down, and he's kind of got his other hand on his head. He needs to pay.
And he's going to. He already has. Look, he's not fully back to being himself yet. Killing him right now could push Lucky so far away we could never reach him again.
You're right. Right. You're definitely right. Go ahead and train your room.
Probably a smarter idea. Find your wife at some point?
Yeah. And he turns the direction, which is the opposite direction from the brig. He turns toward the training rooms. Good job.
I'm over here shaking. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Oh, it took one bad roll.
Everything.
I know. I was staring at my fortune scores. I was like, I have that for today, and if I'm going to use it, this is gonna be it.
So, Sirris, you're just kind of getting a breath of fresh air.
Mhm.
There's nothing you're particular doing, or just walking.
Just walking around.
Okay. Nothing else I have of event for this day, unless one of you has something you wish to do before the day ends.
Just make sure Sirris gets back to her room at some point.
Okay.
And no cuddles. She heard a smart comment and she's not putting up with it.
You've been doghoused.
Cuddles with Storm.
Storm kind of lays her head on your shoulder.
He is pouting, by the way.
Girl just kind of shakes his head before he kind of leans back. He's basically been sleeping in like a really comfortable, like the armchairs. That's where he's been sleeping and everything, because he doesn't have a room of his own.
Yeah, we're gonna fix that.
He seems comfortable at least, so he hasn't complained or anything like that. He's just been like, all right. Morning comes. As you guys awaken. Breakfast is had. Anything interesting, like egg with peanut butter? Fucking weird.
Seth is like waiting for Rinn to get up now. He's like a lost puppy right now, just like following her a lot.
Garthag goes to train, by the way. Which has been what he's basically been doing constantly since the fiasco of Lucky. Especially.
I mean, fair.
Definitely not taking this very well.
Yeah, that's fair.
Sirris is just gonna hang around the common room, just sipping on coffee.
Okay.
Rinn eventually does come out.
Am I still in trouble?
I don't know. Are you?
His ears just going. I'm sorry?
4. Be specific.
Sorry for making comments.
She'll smirk at him. Alright. That'll do.
Child right now, jeez.
She can only get him every so often. This is like one of the few times she can get him.
Aspire.
Also, I will be right back. I must top off the mic.
I also have the updated
nice.
version that I sent, that I made. Remember that you can send her.
Oh yeah!
He
Oh, jeez, what the flip is my... Thank you. I will take a picture and send to Huffle. Thank you!
That was their tokens. I might have to change Aurora's now.
Mm-hmm.
I'll have to get to that.
Do, 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 do. I can aim properly. It's fine, don't worry about it.
Aurora is a water genasi.
Lucky is a special boy.
Mm-hmm.
He is human.
Alright.
And a generally nervous human at that.
Yeah.
Doesn't normally... He's not normally an angry individual. You never... Until last night, you've never seen Reggie angry.
Yeah. But Rinn recognizes it enough.
Yeah. He also gets worried and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Really angry. Maybe he seemed scared when he saw the fucking corruption was back.
Yeah.
No,
I
that was
mean-
not something he wanted to see.
That's fair.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Mm-hmm.
Lucky.
Mm.
You see someone walk up to your door. Be Reggie.
Kind of looks at him for a moment and lowers his head again. Just gives the acknowledgement he's there, but doesn't say anything.
I'm sorry, I was on mission. Wasn't here. You know you can trust me, right? With anything.
He just looks at him and doesn't respond.
I'm not a particularly good liar, so if I was, Aurora wouldn't be fooled. You weren't. You're not hurt, correct?
No.
I talked with your mother. We both only want what's best. You know that.
Yeah, sure. And he kind of looks at the chains.
From what I was told, that's Victoria. And it's only because you aren't very cooperative at the moment.
Well, we weren't the ones who attacked first.
No, that would have been Matt who attacked first.
I heard them talking and someone attacked.
I'm not talking about the mission that was going to get you. I was able to review some footage from about 8 days ago. You know who set that trap, right?
I know how it was set off. I'm not 100% sure how it was set. Been told, but...
Mafia did it.
Kind of lowers his head and just kind of shakes his head.
Hodgepodge. Hodgepodge kind of moves and turns towards you. You see Matthew and Sirris enter Sirris's room. They're talking. She nods, lays on the bed. You watch her tie her up, blindfold her, and it's a series of tripwires with a gun that is positioned, pointing directly at her, and slip out with a misty step.
His eyes are just kind of wide. He's staring at this.
I wasn't sure if I should show you, but Aurora thought it would be best if you saw it for yourself.
Why would he do that?
I don't honestly know. I just... It makes no sense. He could have just tied her up and left, and then that would have been it. But he went out of his way. Did she do something that would have angered him?
I don't know.
That's the only thing I can think of. I mean, was it was clearly intent for her. It wasn't. There was no. It was also an intent to. The trap was hidden in such a way that it was nearly impossible to see. I would have barely seen it. He wanted someone to trigger that trap. I still don't know why she willingly just let him tie her up. The only footage I have is he gave her some coffee and that was it.
We bought some stuff. We bought some suggestion potion.
from burning it.
Nuts.
I'm gonna have to have a talk with him.
I didn't think he'd use it for that.
I'm sorry, Lucky. I mean, I would let you go right now, but you know there's one person I fear more than Aurora.
Can I at least ask him? Can I talk to him?
I'll talk to her. Okay. Promise. She's been locked in her room for the last 2 days. She used one of the items. First ones.
Why?
In the training room. She was releasing some steam. There were a few hodgepodge robots that were not repairable, as far as what I was told. That's as far as I was told. Unfortunately, honestly, I kind of took my oath crossbow to a few myself the other night. I was upset that I was not here to help. I was...
He never hurt me.
I'm sorry.
He never hurt me.
Oh,
I just want to know why he did this. Did that to Sirris.
we all do. We'll get to the bottom of this, alright? And he reluctantly walks away. Make a persuasion check on his end. Ooh, that's cocked. That hit a die, hopped up, and then landed on another die.
Yeah, you know.
Hi, Pumpkin!
Pup-
So I was like, wait a second. That wasn't the greatest. He's not the most persuasive.
He and Aurora were like terrible with their persuasion.
I mean, I don't know if the video gave him advantage, but that's up to you.
I would assume
did show you-
seeing it, yeah.
Yeah. What's his persuasion?
Hi.
His persuasion is a flat roll. So that's another 16%.
Okay.
It's not a lot, but we
We're
can
at
deal with
52.
that.
Well, we are something about living on prayers and whatnot.
We're halfway there.
As Lucky dwells on this thought, they will be at 52%.
The ironic thing for him to think about at 50%, where he's just confused.
Yeah, that is actually quite ironic. But I'm like, what would Lucky do? He would talk to Aurora and make sure it was alright to show Lucky this.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And that does also show they do have cameras in everyone. However,
Yeah.
they don't look at anything at night. Unless someone does something like this.
Please tell me
Unless
they didn't walk
there's a-
too far back footage.
No, they didn't.
Okay, so he just doesn't know why.
Yeah. That would have been one of the questions Lucky had. She had.
It's
Also,
fine, don't worry.
thankfully, Aurora withheld some information from Reggie, knowing he's a terrible liar.
Yeah,
So
I'm not lying. I just don't have all the answers. It's fine.
yeah, that's literally if there was an inside check, I'd have been like, he's as far as he was aware, he's telling the truth because that's how inside check works.
He's scratching his
Yeah.
chin and he's just.
No, sweet
Mm.
kitty.
Egger bite. uh, so yeah. Rinn gets a bit of a talking to about suggestion potions.
This is
Yeah.
good and fair.
Also, it's like I knew he would think of that. Like that'd be the only thing he could think of that would have been used.
Yeah.
Because he was there when it was purchased.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it was a shopping.
Yeah.
So
you
it
don't-
was a suggestion potion, some sleeping pills, and magic florp. It's great.
Sleeping poison, which can even knock down out an elf because it's not magical.
Yeah.
Just renders you unconscious in a sleeping-like state.
Oof. Let's go, Sleeping Beauty.
Okay, his hair is blue.
Oh dear.
From the chat.
Yeah.
Anything else going on this day, or were we? Well, that conversation's going on. We'll go to the other people. Sirris, Rinn, and Striker. You're all currently in the common room at this point.
Yeah.
It's getting probably what's around like 3 or 4 at this point.
You know what makes for a really good lunch?
Hmm.
A light ale.
Light ale for lunch.
A light ale is provided.
You need actual food, please.
Okay, fine. Did I ever finish that stick?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Mm.
I can spell ring properly. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Hmm.
What weird concoction are you making today?
I don't
Like
know.
petting storm. Because cat and clap.
Yeah, fuck it, like eggs or something.
Mm.
Eggs are provided. So you have your lunch is eggs and a light ale.
Yeah. Hmm. Foods.
Foods. I don't like this. I'm uncomfortable all of a sudden.
I'm uncomfortable. I love that. I'm uncomfortable.
Type, roll.
Yep.
This is fun.
So
Everything is fun.
I doubt this very much.
your eggs and ale and it's fine.
Get comfortable.
No! I
No.
will move how I please, human. You
Oh,
are
yeah.
mine to sit on.
So there has been food.
Mhm.
There's been food.
Anything else you guys wish to do, or shall we move on to the next day of lucky fixing? He's a
Yeah,
fixer.
yeah, there's nothing major Sirris would be doing for this day.
Okay. Just eating weird combinations of food. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's not weird in the slightest. Anyway. You guys wake up the next day. Was Striker left out in the common room again?
No. He was not. He apologized.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sirris has been waking up weirdly early these days for some reason.
Myers.
Double my concern. Oh, hi, Myers.
It's fine.
No, I hear him
No,
outside
it's
the
just
door
like-
just meowing.
Whenever you guys have been getting up, she's been out there and already had coffee.
Can you hear him?
Meow.
Yeah.
Let me in!
Does Striker even let her get out of bed early enough because she's been recognizing Sirris is getting up recently?
He would get up with her. Basically, if
He doesn't seem to stop you, he just
Yeah.
kind of doesn't want to leave until you do.
to.
He's a puppy.
Yes.
Kind of like how Storm
Yes.
follows him everywhere.
Yeah.
And then abruptly gets kicked out so his ring can change.
Yep.
Just sits on the couch like.
Just a sipping
I
cuddles.
can't really
Uh,
cross my arms. There we go.
Yeah, but Sirris just out there sipping coffee. Kicked you out again, huh?
Yeah,
No wonder she did that to me all the time.
fair.
To be fair, there were more of those times early on where you were still a bird.
Yes. He doesn't go any further, and he just yes.
I've heard the stories. I'm still confused about them. I'm just not going to question anymore.
I was a familiar raven, and I was in charge of guarding her from the Raven Queen.
Cat.
Meow.
His face is like under the door meowing.
Love me.
I'm gonna let him in.
So he,
Hell. Oh my god, kitten.
he's excited.
Shit, you just want
My
to-
cat
Mom!
in our house. I'll hear every so often because I have my door shut for like stuff like this. I'll hear the jingling of the handle. She's trying to open the door.
By the way, he didn't want it.
Like a
He
cat
wanted
burglar.
Pumpkin. To come out there with him. That's all he wanted.
He
You know?
wanted his Boba.
It's his little brother. That's how they act.
Aww.
So yeah,
The coffee is almost drinkable as an actual coffee.
Grail just kind of continues. And until she got a gift, I was just a raven, and I just watched over her every night from when she left.
It's totally fine. He totally did see me naked several times in the past 3 years.
So,
Oh,
Oh.
we lost you on the
give
tabletop.
some, detail?
Ah.
This works.
Details. He kind of looks. He kind of narrows his eyes and kind of turns to you.
He sighs. Never mind. That you...
If you're talking about things that you are apparently not allowed to see, then no.
Snaps his fingers like, damn it.
Our privacy is privacy.
I love him so much.
He is a very good bird. Person.
Freaking
He is a cool dude.
goody two shoes bullshit. Just mumbling to himself.
He just simply he goes, protector.
In quotes, protector. Mocking.
I have a glaive, by the way.
I'm faster than you, by the way.
Not when you can't move.
He actually stops to think for a second, like he's just stopped completely. He makes a point.
6 seconds is all I would need.
Right.
He's got some spunk. I like that.
At this point, Rinn exits.
Yup.
Morning, Rinn.
Morning. I get coffee.
You see that first one up. Usually, Grell's always out there in the week when you wake up.
Yep.
Sirris usually takes a little bit longer, but she's up as well.
You sure you're feeling okay, hun?
Yeah, for the most part. This freaking accent.
Okay, Adam.
It just keeps happening. I swear he's not an accent, but just like something contagious.
Yeah, it happens.
Just
It's
an
fine,
inner
don't worry
demon,
about
it's
it.
fine.
Don't worry about it.
Oh.
But yeah, for the most part.
For the most part. Besides the obvious, is everything else okay?
Just shrug.
You went from depressed to whatever the fuck this is.
He has a point.
Yeah, that's kind of weird. I have the munchies.
Why do you have the munchies?
I don't know, I just have munchies.
It is the morning.
Yeah,
Right, we usually eat breakfast at this time.
yeah. Breakfast is good.
Waffles.
You want waffles?
Waffles.
Waffles all around, let's go. Rinn's just excited that Sirris is starting to eat again.
Seth is just staring
With
at Sirris.
Waffles
Ham.
with ham. No, not bacon, just ham.
So strange.
You're strange?
I mean, fair.
Ham is good, of course.
Are you okay?
Yeah, just fine.
So everybody's getting waffles, and then Sirris is getting ham and waffles.
Yeah,
Okay.
Is there a way I can insight check? Because as excited as I am, I'm still concerned.
Seth has just been staring at her. He's not inside her, he's just watching her.
Make
Just
an
like-
inside check.
Like, I don't... Something's up, and I'm not entirely sure what's up. She just wants to make sure that this isn't some kind of, like, fake out.
Mhm.
I hate the fact that my insight is not great. 9.
Don't worry, Seth's is a +7.
She doesn't seem to be like trying to deceive you in any way. She generally just seems to have the munchies for ham and waffles.
Okay.
And is weirdly not depressed.
Yes, again, reason for
Got a
concern.
Weirdly short amount of time. It's weird. Just very weird.
Yes.
A lot of weird going on right now.
Yes, this is why I was inciting. Thank you so much, Drag.
Seth over the earpiece to Rinn. If she starts puking, send her to the infirmary.
I already had the idea of getting a doctor to see her, but you know what? I'm not gonna push it.
Someone has an older sister.
This is fair. I'm concerned. I don't understand.
I am so glad I'm using metal ones.
Every time I hear a roll, I just hear Spire.
Sorry, I have very violent reactions to secret die rolls.
You sitting in your chair as you're eating breakfast, Sirris. Kind of tip to the side a bit before you kind of recorrect yourself.
Sirris?
What?
That was the second time in 3 days.
I'm sure it's fine.
Can I ask you to go see somebody in the infirmary? Just to make sure everything's okay.
You're gonna bug me if I don't anyway, right?
Yep, pretty much.
She's persistent like that.
She's
Fine. After breakfast or something.
Okay, and I'm gonna trust you to do it, because I'm gonna run down and see the boy. See what else can be done.
Okay. So you finish breakfast. We'll start with Rinn and
Well-
Lucky's conversation. Which is who I assume you meant by boy.
Yeah.
So Lucky, Rinn, now alone, enters in.
How's it hanging?
Looks at chains.
I am sore from sitting in the same spot for days now.
You know why we're keeping you there, right? It's not like we want to.
He just stares at you like.
Look, I'm not arguing with your grandmother. You remember the last time that happened?
Fair.
Meant to come by yesterday, just got sidetracked.
Yeah, my dad came by.
Oh, good. He did stop by a couple of days ago.
Hmm. Yeah, I'm not sure I feel comfortable knowing there's cameras in our bedrooms.
There are cameras in our bedrooms.
He showed me what happened.
Ah.
Yeah, I didn't know that either.
Yeah, we were trying to figure out the best way to do it, and I guess, considering your parents have privilege to apparently see footage from... She just pinches her the bridge of her nose. She's just like, I don't want to know.
The hodgepodge kind of turns and goes, "Do not worry. Although there have been extreme situations, such as the incident, but all footage from bedrooms are strictly under lockdown.
Good to
It
know.
requires 3 individuals with permission to all agree to view it."
God, yeah. So, your grandmother and your parents.
I just want to know why he did it.
She kind of tilts her head.
Man's like a brother to me. I don't really understand.
Yeah. Kind of confused me too for a minute, until I realized how close Sirris was to you, in particular.
What did that have to do with anything?
If you think about it, it was you and Matthew for a while, right? Long time ago?
Yeah.
Well, when he got back, when you brought him on board and everything like that, maybe he thought things would be the same, and Sirris was part of your life. That's a huge difference to have. He's important to you, but Sirris... God's knows. Corruption probably just took advantage of the fact that he, was vulnerable.
There's also news to Lucky about the corruption.
Yeah.
He kind of looks at you confused.
You didn't notice when we were fighting. The corruption had taken him over. It was no longer Matthew fighting us. He was going to kill us.
He wouldn't have. Thing might have.
Then why did he set the trap?
I don't know. He just looks conflicted.
I want to believe you when you say that Matthew's like your brother. But everything else has been pointing to the fact that he wants you to himself. And if we get in the way, he's willing to do whatever the hell he wants in order to take it. He's not safe.
Do you think he would have done that if the corruption hadn't gotten to him?
I don't know him that well. But the fact that he seemed to have an extremely meticulous plan. Matthew's smart enough to have come up with that on his own.
And you do remember there were all those papers, and there were plans and such like that. Had been going on for a long time since he got there, basically.
You found notes long before the corruption probably got to him. He had no intention of sharing you.
Just doesn't seem to know what to say.
I'm really sorry.
I can't. Think about the fact that he's probably been hurt a lot. Would you forgive someone if you felt like they were family? Would you be able to stand aside while somebody else hurt him?
I understand where you're coming from. Really, I do. But family doesn't try and kill other people you love and care about. Doesn't hurt your mind. They allow you to grieve somebody before doing anything else. He's not family, we are. I'm sorry we didn't see it sooner.
Go ahead and make a persuasion check.
Okay. Gotta find the right dice. Yeah, I'll take it. So that's... Yeah, 23.
Damn.
Oh, exactly 75%. Four days in.
It's gonna take another 5 days to fix this mess.
5 or 6, depending on people's roles.
Sirris is doing okay. I did have her go get checked out, though. Couple of weird spells.
What do you mean?
She got woozy a couple of times in the past couple of days. I'm making sure that she's alright. Figured you'd want to know.
Keep an eye on her.
I am. She's eating. Weird things, but she's eating.
Weird things?
We immediately get back to the room and she orders a steak rare with peanut butter.
Lucky's expression. I love it.
Ew?
That's my thoughts exactly.
Yeah, that's a little weird for her.
I'm keeping an eye on her, but I figured I'd keep you updated.
Yeah, just don't describe what she's been eating next time.
Nope. Done.
Yeah. Okay. He looks
Get your
really
head on straight.
exhausted, by the way. He does not
Yeah.
look like he has slept well, if at all.
Yeah. As you're
Yep, go ahead.
continue.
If I can get Victoria to at least loosen things to where you can sleep, I think that would do you some good.
Just a lot to think about.
Oh, sure. If you ever want to talk.
If you ever want to talk, you're gonna have to go somewhere else. Moving. Lucky.
I'm guessing to a more comfortable spot?
Yes. Things have been changing. I can see it in him. So, I have 2 questions for you, Lucky. First, would you like a more comfortable place to lay down?
That would be preferred.
Then, 2, are you going to accompany me nicely to the new location? Or am I going to have you shackled and brought there? I'd rather not have to beat you unconscious.
I'm too tired to fight.
Alright. And she snaps her fingers, you watch the chains kind of drop and kind of uncoil and back into the walls. She opens the door.
Gets up. Not resisting or anything, just kind of follows her, I guess.
Walk past. And Rinn, you remember that the direction she's going is where, seen before, Matthew.
Mm-hmm.
As they walk past, and you're kind of, I assume, walking behind them.
Yeah. Just keeping a little bit of a distance.
As you pass the one cell, you notice Matthew is not there.
That was a good idea.
You go up a few levels, and you are brought to what is essentially the door opens up into a kind of like almost like a visiting location. Just a person who can visit the person behind the bars. But a neighbor is basically was essentially a bedroom setup almost. There's a chair, bed, a kind of a private location for bathroom and all that. But it's more comfortable, more. There's even a table. There are no cards on the table because someone is known to be able to use them to make explosions and acid and fire.
What could possibly go wrong?
She trusts
Give him
you
an
that you're
incomplete
getting
deck.
better, but she also doesn't trust that you're not going to try to break out for some reason.
Fair.
There are other, things that can be if you wish something that pass your time like a puzzle or thing. besides cards. All you need to do is ask the hodgepodge.
Hmm.
They know what to and not to give you.
Okay.
And there are 2 hodgepodges that are kind of stationed in the room. Yeah, so this is where you're free to. It's actually a decent size. There's a place to kind of pace and walk as well. So you're not. It's kind of nice to be able to get up and stretch.
Yeah. He's just gonna go lay down at this point.
It's not as comfortable as your bed, but it's more comfortable than a chair.
In chains.
Which, mind you, the chair was not designed for comfort.
Yeah.
It is literally a wooden, hard chair that you were forced to sit in.
Incense. Fires!
Don't worry, I wasn't being insensitive.
Fun times.
I should
Fun
go let the
times.
Keeters in, because it sounds like he actually wants in this time.
So we're gonna go to Sirris.
So, fun thing.
Mm-hmm.
On her way to the place, she kind of went off to the surface.
Oh.
More like she suddenly felt, yeah, I want to be up top for a bit.
Okay.
Oh my god, she's lying to Rinn?
How dare.
Not yet.
Oh no.
How dare.
To be fair, she was heading in that direction, but then she's suddenly like, I want to go up top. I'm gonna go up top. So she went up top.
Okay. So you're up top.
Took like maybe an hour or 2 nap, and eventually went back to the common room.
Alright. So you probably arrive the same time Rinn arrives.
Okay.
Because of the amount of time it took for all that. And all happening simultaneously.
Woo!
Yeah.
How'd it go?
Best they can think of, stress. I mean, given everything
Really?
that's happened.
Yeah, but when you stress, this is not what you do.
To be fair, my stress hasn't exactly been to the point of, oh, by the way, your lover fell in love with another man, so...
Yeah, but
That's gonna insight
still.
check her while they're talking.
Yeah.
Okay.
Inside check. Deception.
Okay, so good news.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. Okay, I have expertise in this. 13. 13 is
This is a
what
25. He knows you were lying up the ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Striker
didn't
was
go,
caught.
did you?
Okay, to be fair, I was on my way, but then I wanted to go outside.
Sirris.
It was cozy out there.
I
Took a nap and everything. It was
understand.
great.
But I don't need to babysit you.
While they're arguing now, he's gonna just... I'm assuming he knows Aurora is the head of the infirmary area.
Everyone knows that.
He's going to give her a call and ask her to come here. Instead.
Alright. Okay.
Or send somebody that can. Come
Damn you,
down.
dice.
One of the two.
That could have been beautiful, but you ruined it.
That plus 7 to his insight, man.
Yeah.
As you guys are arguing, try and get her to go, but she doesn't seem to want to go. You knock at the door.
Stay.
Sitting there with his arms crossed and a smirk.
Fine. Seriously,
Go get the
what
door.
did you do?
Nothing.
You open the door, and it is Aurora.
Huh. Perfect timing. Come on in.
Do you want to RP this as it was your character?
No.
No.
I'm good. I have set smart remarks to make.
Alright. She goes, I was called.
Seth waves.
Yeah.
The grin.
Sirris was supposed to come see somebody in the infirmary today, and well, she never made it there.
What's the issue?
What
That's
I-
pretty upset.
Seth starts there. Dizzy spells, odd cravings, sudden mood switches. He just lists off things.
Sirris.
Yes.
I don't think I have to tell you what that sounds like.
Shouldn't be possible, though.
And she kind of walks over to you and starts kind of examining. Well, she kind of does some symbols in the air, and you can seems to be a little bit of magic, a little bit of physical examination as well. Well, you're anemic right now, at least. Which is what's causing the dizzy spells, I imagine.
Okay.
Unfortunately, getting a transfusion for you is difficult. Dampier blood is not exactly the easiest. To obtain a right quality for. However, I could provide you with a transfusion bag, and you could take it a different way.
What other way?
It's not probably the most pleasant thought, but ingesting it via vampiric means would transfuse it into your blood immediately. Thus, any type would not have negative effects.
She's just gonna take a seat.
You wouldn't be attacking anyone. This would just be till you're better. Or at least to keep you on your feet so you don't pass out and fall and hurt yourself. The more of this goes on, the worse those are going to get.
Fine.
What was that?
Fine.
Good. There's more.
Hmm.
How sure are you? No, you can't. You said it was impossible.
That man tried damn near every day for 5 years.
Well, apparently he didn't try hard enough.
She just kind of looks up to him. What are you saying?
I'm saying what you said was impossible is, well, apparently very possible. I wonder with who.
Smirks. Oh, the sword can tell you. He's an asshole like that.
Oh, I know who. If I had to hazard a guess at least.
Fair.
Honestly,
she-
anybody could.
She is just dumbfounded right now. It's just like,
That's the cause of the anemia right now.
I'm so confused.
I didn't think it was that confusing.
Stranger things have happened.
I'll have a hodgepodge. Make sure you have a proper supply. We'll need to give you a few more extra today, but one every so often should be good enough to keep you on your feet.
She just kind of nods.
If you let this go on any further, there could have been it for you and
I will be.
the baby.
I will be right back.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, that happened. Discord? You wanna work with us here? So, yeah, hold up a second. I will fix this. Discord is not wanting to connect. There, can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Hello.
There it goes. It was not, like, you were going robot-y and stuff for me, so when I disconnected,
that's
it
a
wasn't
good time.
reconnecting, yeah.
I noticed when I looked down, you said it was. It said it was a 25 ping, but it was in red. There was a lot of loss.
Yeah.
Yeah. I personally set mine to US West, and that kind of stabilized it for me. Apparently, you can
I'm
change
at-
a server region per person.
It's on West for me currently.
Same.
Hmm. Shenanigans.
But
Shenanigans.
anyways, so if you had not done that, there would have been issues
Yay,
for you
issues.
and for your child.
She just nods.
Thank you, Striker.
Couple nephews and an older sister. You kind of
She
know the
nods.
signs.
Well, going to go back to the medical center. I just got a call that someone came in with a missing arm.
Lovely.
Yeah,
Huh.
they were clearing out in all of nasty things. They apparently ate his arm. That's gonna take a while to fix. She kind of ends up and nods. And as she exits, a hodgepodge comes in with 3 pouches of what is definitely blood.
Yeah.
And sets them down.
Thank you, huh?
Body turns. As it walks away, the head then eventually turns.
Well, you know, with how much you two go at it, I'm not surprised.
Sirris, this is good news.
Decision die, don't worry.
I swear this time I don't know what's going on.
So, yes, so those moments when something, when the realization hits.
Whack!
So, like, looking at her, like, you notice, like, there was kind of a tear stream, but now it's a tear stream with a smile, and it's like she's realized, I'm gonna be a mom. And that she just pulls Rinn into a hug.
Rinn runs over and gives her a hug.
Oh, thought you was standing closer. Okay, never mind. Still, the hug happened.
Yeah.
Grail, who has booked out at this point, is just kind of...
He's been here this whole time, just...
Yep. Pretty much where Rinn is, that's more definitely where he is. Unless told to stay or go somewhere else. Congratulations.
Yes, that. Congrats. This is...
over there. Should we mention that she should probably say something to him, or do we wait?
He just got moved to a new room today.
Okay.
He
Listen.
might be resting.
Okay, that answers my question. The first part.
Pass the fuck out!
Might be asleep.
It's amazing how uncomfortable sitting in a wooden chair chained up in one's exact position could be for, and hazardous for one sleeping.
Especially over the course of a week.
It was a few
Yeah,
days.
I mean, eventually, exhaustion does take you even in that position. And he doesn't fall down, he just goes,
Yeah.
or lean back, basically. Whatever position the exhaustion takes. So I assume, do you drink the blood?
I feel like I would totally get the mom friend stares if I don't.
Mhm.
Fine.
It's not something that looks appetizing to you. Because it's like blood. This is literally human blood.
Oh, may as well get this out of the way.
So you bite into the bag.
Yeah.
For the first time, you never really seen her bare fangs. They're not as long or pronounced as most would be. You want her to bite into the bag and drain it pretty quickly, actually.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm
with that,
assuming
I'm a
this
little nauseous.
this actually isn't. I'm assuming this actually isn't appetizing for her.
Not as appetizing, but it is definitely, you feel better. Like, you're still feeling kind of lightheaded, that it's starting to fade. And you were essentially missing what is essentially about 3 pints.
Oh my gosh.
And that's what you were given. So as you reluctantly keep drinking, because it's not necessarily because you don't, you taste it a little bit, and you taste that kind of the coppery taste. The only thing that really keeps you going more so is the feeling of, feel the color more, whatever, well, what lack of color you already had, you can kind of feel it kind of coming back.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Fire. Anya. My arm itches. There we go.
Don't know. I don't know.
So now that we don't know that, yeah. So the 3 bags, pretty decently quick. It's not like it's like over like 20 or so seconds per bag.
So like a really, really big Capri Sun.
Basically. And then, yeah, so probably a little bit of, you kind of wipe, because you kind of feel it, and it's like, the taste is slightly in your mouth.
I'm ordering up a mocktail for her. Something to get the taste out of her mouth.
A mocktail?
Something without alcohol in it.
You were given a non-alcoholic drink. Despite the fact you were told that she's at least 2 to 3 weeks on.
Oh no!
She has been drinking for a fair bit, and also was shot in the gut, pretty much.
Yeah, that's.
But everything seems
that
to be
hurts.
fine.
Yeah.
Not even alcohol seems to have had any adverse effects, from what Aurora can see.
Mm-hmm.
Strong kid.
Yeah. Strong
So
parents.
The reason you're also given for what it's using as sustenance, it seems to be using her blood as sustenance.
Ooh.
Which is why she's being very anemic. And since her blood doesn't really hold poisons too well,
Yeah.
That's
the alcohol
fair.
has not been as negative. Still
going
doesn't
with the fact
recommend
that
it.
yeah. Rinn's like, I just know that alcohol is not a good idea during a pregnancy.
One
Yeah.
glass of wine is actually recommended by a lot of doctors.
This is fair. This is true.
So you drink,
This is fine.
to get the taste out of your mouth.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
It definitely helps. Garthag comes in later after training. You guys are about to. As you guys kind of get closer to the evening, sits down. You can see some scorch marks.
Eesh.
What did I miss?
Lucky's in another room.
Good.
You were right. He just kind of does this to Sarah.
Oh my. Gets up, turns, and walks to his room.
Garthag doesn't
walk
know how to handle
away.
emotions, man.
Yep, that's basically what you do. Just kind of walk off.
Oh man.
What now?
I need to tell the girls.
They're gonna shower you in absolute love and affection after this.
You dare threaten me with a good time. She walks out the door. Well, yeah, that's what she's gonna do.
So
Yeah.
you go tell the girls of the Winter's Rest, who just, as Rinn predicted, are just happy and excited. Because they all do respect you a lot. Not like a cruel, like you're not a cruel person to them.
No.
Never have been.
They knew when your birthday was. I think that says a lot.
Yeah.
To be fair, if you really hated someone, knowing their birthday would be useful for poisoning their birthday cake. So
Fair.
That's Matthew levels of hating somebody.
oh, nothing serious.
That's
Just mild extreme chocolate super lax. It's great.
Oh,
Don't worry. She doesn't take poisons on very well.
yeah.
Advantage.
Yeah.
Do you end back to your common room for sleep, or do you sleep in that area?
She would eventually escape the crowds of love and affection to take a nap on the couch.
You kind of just walk in, and you see Rail's currently still awake at this point, but looks like he's winding down. So you lay on the couch, fall asleep. You all wake up in the morning. Do you still wake up early, or do you?
You know, let's let D speak. No.
So you sleep in. Eventually, Seth, Striker, whatever you want to call. I'm so used to saying Seth.
Either works.
Gets shoved out of the room.
Not super early.
Yeah, not super early. Like, again, around 10 or so, 11.
He
Yeah.
goes and starts the coffee.
You notice Sirris is on the couch. And there's a blanket on her.
Was she there all night?
She came in around 1, laid on the couch, went to sleep.
for now.
Yeah, he goes
He's
back to
reading.
make coffee.
After not too long, Rinn comes out. You see the same scene.
Thank you, Growl.
Mm-hmm.
Must be a good
Eventually,
book.
Sirris picks up. It's pretty thick, like, well, that thick of a book.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. Probably got it from Leia.
Yeah.
Yeah. Eventually, Sirris, you do wake up. You
Coffee? I smell coffee.
you realize you smell the coffee, and you kind of get up and you realize there's something on you, and you kind of you're under a blanket.
Yeah.
You don't remember that.
Yes. Cool. Thanks. I've got to get coffee.
Decaf.
Mhm.
Okay, I was okay with the wine, the alcohol thing, but don't fuck with my coffee. We may have problems.
Gotta keep you healthy. That's all I'm doing.
You're telling me caffeine's not healthy.
Yes, I'm telling you, caffeine's not healthy.
I
There's a reason they
disagree.
call it a caffeine addiction.
Totally did not just pick up a monster.
Growl
Fine. But there will be normal coffee at least once a week, okay?
Fine. We'll compromise there.
Okay.
Seth is like kind of scooting down in his chair, like scared. I don't want to piss either of them off right now.
Growl doesn't seem to care.
Yeah,
Girl can handle us.
Seth
Yeah.
observes and he feels tension. He's not gonna.
Growl could technically just probably beat the shit out of anyone in here, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
he's
Yeah.
a protector. He's a good person.
He doesn't put up with our crap, it's fine.
He's just gonna keep sipping the coffee. His is caffeinated. He needs it.
Fair.
That's how he functions in the morning. It's fine.
So what's the plan today then?
Gonna have to tell him. Might actually help.
It probably would help.
Just in the background.
I mean, if one's mind is shattered hearing news of this, would definitely have an impact.
Where is he?
Looks to Rinn.
There's a room set up for him just above the berg. Is that where he's?
Yeah, he's
that where he's at now?
basically on the like. He was like 4 layers down. He's now on the very top one.
He's on the top layer. No playing cards, but
Alright. Let's do this.
want us to come with, or are you gonna go do it yourself?
Well, you see, the funny thing is, she just grabbed your hand.
Okay.
I am also going to go, Seth. I need to go
Alright.
talk to some people.
I will I'll do whatever the fuck I want to do. And he gets up and just starts stealthing around the base, I guess. I don't know. Looking
So
around.
we'll go to. You head down first layer. It's not as hard, not as long to go down one layer with the elevator.
Yeah.
Rinn leads you to the door and open door, and you see Lucky probably eating breakfast at this point.
Relaxing in his chair or something.
He's been provided with a decent food and drink, whatever he desired.
Hey. I'm assuming there's like a place for her to take a seat.
Oh yeah, there's a little
He's
decent
probably at
chairs.
the table, yeah.
Yeah, and the table's right up against the bars.
Mm.
There's like a square table. And there's a chair on every side with another square table. Kind of like for people who are visiting that are. This is basically, these are cells for those who aren't necessarily asshole, evil mother things and stuff like that. Mostly prison. This mostly used for people who are members of Gladius who may have fucked up. So their teammates would come and visit this way.
Gotcha.
So you can sit down. Pretty much right in front of them if you wanted to.
Yeah, that's something she would do.
Okay.
Didn't think you'd come back.
Just, felt like I had something to tell you.
Hmm.
You remember back when we first started dating?
He nods.
Hmm. Honestly, I thought it would kept at it. It's just I never thought I would be able to give you much. I mean, I would have outlived you. Never thought I'd be able to give you a kid. Just, like, she's just looking at him, like, kind of like tears starting to form. You're gonna be a father, Lucky.
Eyes just go wide. Oh.
Rinn's got the biggest smile on her face.
Did I hear that right?
Like she's got a bit of a smile, like just a small smile to her, and just kind of nods.
Speechless. He like keeps trying to form words, but he can't seem to get them out. Basically.
Mm.
Huh.
But the question is, how did she find out?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, like,
Remember how I told you Sirris was supposed to go to the doctor yesterday.
Yeah.
Doctor ended up having to come to us, and we called your mom.
Just this look of all people.
Look, I wasn't the one to do it. I was busy arguing with her.
It's a pleasant day outside, okay? That was comfy.
Lucky. He's just like, oh, how can we do it? Oh, my mom knows. And goes like, what? Oh.
It's like,
Roller coaster.
Do you know if she's told anybody else yet?
I don't think she would have. Maybe your father, but I don't think anybody else.
Just goes back to face palming, just like,
Totally
progression of-
fine.
that progression of, oh shit.
I have
Oh,
some
shit.
explaining to
Oh,
you.
It's a roller coaster.
I think they'll take it as a good thing.
Hopefully, more confusion and questions, interrogations.
Your parents aren't as oblivious as my family is. Trust me, I think they already knew.
I don't think my dad knew anything.
Then, pleasant surprise.
Yes, wisdom score is not the best. I mean, it's decent. It's a +1.
You know, I can see it right now. Reggie, you're about to be a grandfather.
Oh, good God, if she
Yeah.
says that right now.
Oh,
Okay, thank God. Because he would just look at you like, really?
To be fair, Sirris wouldn't exactly go about telling. That's not really the thing she feel like she should do. Like, she doesn't feel like that's hers. She doesn't feel like it's her place to tell him that. You know what I mean?
I will say, because of the news that Lucky was given, make a persuasion check with advantage, Sirris.
Okay.
Because that's definitely advantage worthy.
Oh, heck yeah.
Wait, fuck, 12.
At the very least, 18.
Mhm.
Good to know.
Okay.
93.
He kind of smiles a little bit, though. Even though he's still face palming.
Yeah, Sirris doesn't exactly say much more, but she kind of offers, like, Lucky a hand.
Yeah, he'll take her hand. His smile grows wider.
I'm going to give it a special bonus. Because of what's going on here.
Woo!
See what is rolled here. I'll roll this die.
Okay.
Got
Ooh.
like stars in it.
Ooh.
That's a d12.
Hmm.
That's a bonus of 9.
Woo!
That is 102%.
Woo!
Reaction.
Sorry, I find the reactions to these things.
So, yeah.
You keep an eye on her. He just looks at Rinn.
She holds her hands up. I have already been on that.
Don't-
We have come to a compromise on coffee.
You got her to stop.
Mondays, by the way.
Oh, never mind.
To start.
Because of the time you guys got there in this conversation, Victoria is just entering behind you.
His smile kind of fades. It's more of a nervous.
How are we feeling?
Better?
What is your opinion on us?
Oh, you still scare the shit out of me.
I don't think that ever
Rinn-
changes.
Rinn hides the snicker.
Sirris doesn't.
And what about Matthew?
Well, besides finding out why he did it, I kind of want to punch him in the face.
Good. Because I can't get the information out of him. Does it bother you the fact that I did shit out of him? You can see there's actually like these scars across her body.
No, but it kind of bothers me that you went a little excessive. I think.
No. I wanted to show him well, that I can be scarier than death.
This is fair.
She kind of motions and hodgepodge opens the door.
First thing he does, he gets up and he runs and gives Sirris a hug.
And there was, and fuck words. There was much rejoicing on this day.
If you want to talk to Matthew and see if we can get any more information out of him, you're all free to join.
Okay.
Just okay.
She is happy right now. Okay.
You're taking down a little bit further levels now than you were before. Are now the 6th level. And he's still he cannot see, hear, or speak, or even move. She snaps her fingers and you watch the restraints kind of loosen except for the chains. Oh, that's bright.
Yeah. Yeah, Sirris is just kind of leaning, like, just out of view of the cell, but just listening in.
Oh, that's bright all of a sudden. Who's there? Who's there?
Why'd you do it?
It takes a moment. This is eyes seem to kind of focus. What?
I saw the video.
Wait, there's a video.
We'll talk about that later.
I only did what I had to do to protect you. You know that.
Rinn narrows her eyes. She
How?
is not happy.
Were you protecting me exactly?
They weren't good for you. They're still not.
Is he able to approach Matthew at all? Or is he outside the cell?
You're currently outside, but he can't move anywhere near, so if you want the door open.
Okay, yeah. He's gonna kind of walk in.
The door open, you're lit in. A hodgepodge does come in there with you just in case.
Hmm. I don't know how much Victoria knows, but this will be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
So, having my fiance killed and nearly killing my child, he just literally just decks him.
There's no real roll needed for this. You just, he cannot move, he cannot dodge. You crack, you see, kind of.
I don't want to ever see you again. He turns and walks out.
And then you turn, as you turn and walk out, you see Victoria.
Kind of smirks on his way by.
What do we do with him?
Hmm. He looks at Matthew for a sec. He just shakes his head. Whatever you want, just don't let me know what it is.
All right.
Takes
She
Sirris
walk
by
away?
the hand and leaves the room.
So Rinn is
I'm
left.
following. Actually, no,
Behind-
I'll
oh!
stay.
She wants to
No,
see what
stay.
happens.
Yep. I
Victoria's
kind of
currently
need to
just
see this
standing
through.
You can't go to move. You're like, but your curiosity kind of gets the best of you.
Yep, this guy made me do some terrible things.
Hodgepodge. Yes. Article 310 from the vault, please. This requires an overriding code. She leans in and says something keep out of your side of you.
Mm-hmm.
Code accepted. Retrieving. And after probably about 15 minutes of her just staring at Matthew, who is currently confused. Hodgepodge comes in with a small box.
Oh boy.
Probably this long. About this tall. Several locks on it.
Fair.
She undoes each lock slowly, methodically. And as the final lock opens up, you see, well, it's in front of her, so you don't really see it until she pulls it out, a pair of gloves. They are a almost black and blue satin kind of color. They go to about elbow length on her as she puts them on. She looks at you, Rinn. Are you staying?
May not want to see what happens next, but good riddance.
She enters in.
I start walking up the stairs.
There's a just as bright flash of light coming from that room.
Yeah.
Scream. No. You're kind of at the elevator now, waiting for it to come back down. You see her hodgepodge goes in, and the two of them kind of carry Victoria out. Removing the gloves from her and putting them back in the box and locking it.
Mhm.
She's unconscious.
Does it look like any healing would be of any use here, or?
Her hands are... You get a sense this is another cursed item.
Gotcha.
Her hands are completely blackened.
Oof.
All into the elbow.
Jeez. So this is beyond me.
And they don't seem to... They don't go back in there. They just shut the door.
Yep.
No idea what happened.
Nope. I left. I did not want to be witness to whatever was coming.
Disintegrate him with the gloves? Like, dear God.
I don't want to know.
I'm kind of curious now, but that's just me.
Very curious.
Mm-hmm.
So you head up. They take her up with you, and they end up heading to the medical wing just to kind of keep her stabilized.
Yep.
And everyone takes the box toward the vault.
Yeah. I head back to the others.
Okay. You guys are now in the common room. Lucky.
Mm-hmm.
You're free.
Am I allowed to have weapons back yet?
They are returned to you.
Okay. Where the hell is my
Garthag
sword?
does return his sword.
Okay. My sword.
Mainly because he's tired of it singing behind his back.
Is it still like in a bad mood?
It's just like...
It's more like a depressed singing. Or bored
You can
or
see
something.
like where the hilt, because the hilt doesn't completely cover the blade. You can see there's thorns kind of on it.
He's gonna pull it out.
It's lucky. The thorns sink back in.
Huh. That's an interesting trick.
He was a little upset.
I didn't like creepy man. Haired one.
Creepy man's not gonna bother us anymore.
Good. Her is blue and her hair is white.
Thank you for that insight.
Welcome.
I love this sword. Seriously, we should name him.
I need to think of a name for him.
I get a name.
Damn it, now you have a really good name.
I can't wait. But I will wait. I will wait forever. I have patience. It's a small doggy.
Oh dear.
The storm's just kind of like. Doggy, you miss so much.
What have I missed?
Well, you see, Wolf Boy cuddles with that one. I can't point, so I'm gonna say one with the thing in the bird.
He looks at Rinn.
She's gonna point at him. Don't. We'll talk later.
Does your family know?
Don't go there.
Does her family wear earrings? Wait, he probably doesn't have. Does he have that back yet?
You've been given that back, but no, they do not have earrings.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
He
Wait, was
I might have to go pay them a visit later.
No, you will not.
Or
He's slowly backing out of the room.
And
So
then
what's
she
more?
blocks him real quick.
I was also asked questions. I was helpful.
You're a
Asked
good.
me what I heard, and I said I heard him talk to Sirris and wires because I couldn't see. I could only hear. I also told him I heard noises.
You're a good sword. I'm gonna push you.
Noises between you and a white hair.
Blush.
You want to go tell my family now?
Yes, it might make me feel better.
No.
Can't stand in front of that door forever.
I sure as heck can.
Grill goes, I'm good.
Can I try to move her
I-
out of the way?
Athletics?
Oh my gosh. No! But that's a flat roll! I don't like it!
Don't worry. His is only +1.
also where is Sirris doing all this?
Just in the
19.
room. You're
What
watching
were
this.
yours?
19.
I got a 9.
9!
Immediately chasing after him if he gets outside.
Seth is
Yeah,
just
you're-
confused.
Rinn and Lucky dart toward the family's room.
Don't worry, he's only 10 points of speed faster. It's fine.
You see,
Monks, man.
currently the four of them are sitting around the table as you. The door is unlocked.
Nope! No!
What he's
No!
gonna do is he's gonna run in, immediately hold the door open and step to the side so she runs in.
Ouch! Ouch!
You dart in. And the whole family kind of turns, and Joe kind of turns.
Out! Get out!
She
No!
doesn't want me
Lucky!
to tell you
Out!
something.
Get out!
She seems very upset that I am here.
Joe kind of turns and goes, "Is something wrong, Rinn?"
No, everything's fine. We're just excited to have Lucky back is all. Everything's totally
He puts
100%
his
fine.
hand on her head says, yeah, she's been having a great time snuggling up to Wolf Boy.
I'm a punch you in the
Are you actually gonna punch him in the face?
Yup. If she can, I don't know how. Like
Make an attack roll. Plus
using
plus strength.
plus strength. That's
So
still a
it's a
zero.
strength check, basically.
That's still a 0. That's a 17.
You actually hit!
You do 1 point of damage. As you clock him in the face.
I shake my hand after.
Ow. Ah.
Worth it.
100% worth it.
Dallas kind of sits there and smiles. Oh, I had no idea.
It's nothing. It's fine.
Pulls out the sword again. So what else do you have to say about Rinn and Seth's relationship? He's like doing this so Rinn can't get to it.
So lazy because she's short. Gosh darn it.
Yeah, they were drinking and they fell asleep.
Don't. No. Lucky, please, I beg of you.
You know what?
Leah's kind of. Oh, then they had. Sirris
I
helped.
beg of
Sirris
you.
helped.
Lucky, please.
Didn't you keep those cat ears?
Oh, right. They put cat ears on her and they had a chain with a bell. And handcuffs.
Oh my
Hey,
gosh.
he's been gone. Now he wants to be an asshole. He needs
This is fair.
entertainment.
Dell's one eyebrow raises. Seal is just like,
Pete red right
and Leah is now both hands on her cheeks.
Basically.
You leave for a week.
And a lot's happened. And the sword is informing me.
I was gonna.
He offered first.
I did because I wasn't able to talk for a week.
You're really, really lucky
That's his name.
that Sirris is carrying your child.
Oh. Della. Congratulations.
Yeah, I need to have a talk with my parents. His
Oh,
mood
that's-
suddenly
Oh,
shifts.
yeah.
Like,
That'll be a fun conversation.
puts the
She
sword away
takes-
slowly as his mood just completely changes to, oh yeah.
Rinn takes the ring out of her pocket and offers it to him. You may want to do this again.
Yeah.
And make more noises.
Thank you.
Della just shakes her head. Kind of bops Leah in the head and kind of like,
It kind of backfires sometimes, but it's still funny.
It's only funny when it's not you.
Did you not
Precisely.
hear
that's when it became not funny though.
Yee?
So you're gonna snuggle with him again tonight?
Really?
Still in the room.
He's like-
She's just like buried, like she's face palmed right now, extremely hard.
slap.
I'm pretty sure I deserve this somewhere. But honestly, get out.
Right. You must say. Closing the door to trap her in there.
Yeah.
Because slight dick.
We knew this.
Knew this. But now he's being the best friend type of dick.
Yeah, this is true. Look, this started way back. It's just continued to get worse.
So you kind of do you turn or you stay faced away from them?
I turn a little bit and peek through fingers just to see how everybody's looking.
Seal is kind of looking at you. He just seems a little shocked. Jill is not surprised at all.
Nope.
Dell doesn't seem surprised, and she's currently like shoving Leah. Because she had Leah was just kind of like this, and she's kind of like shoving her back. She's like, "Your breakfast."
The oblivious brother.
Yeah. So, there were some things I was gonna tell you.
You got the time?
I sit down at the table.
And just like that, the
And the
entire week of
funny
torture
thing
was worth it.
is the only introduction that they have gotten to him was Jill spying on them, and the one time he had the conversation with CL about Rinn.
Yeah.
That is the most to their extent at this point.
Yep. Things.
Tell us.
Well. How do I put this?
Truthfully?
I'm sure that's preferred.
I don't have popcorn, so the best I can do is chess balls.
Peanut gallery.
No, Cheswell Gallery.
Sentence.
A. Leah probably knows, and I think he talked to CL at one point. I don't know if Striker ever mentioned that to her.
I thought it was mentioned, but I don't think he was the one who said it. I think somebody else told
Yeah.
her that.
Yeah, you know, Jill was sent to spy by Leah,
Yeah.
and you know, Jill, in order
Walked
to,
in.
yeah, she kind of forcefully made you two talk.
Yes, that I know.
You weren't sure that Dell knew, but apparently Dell was.
Dell
made
knew.
aware.
Well, of course, I expect nothing less of my older sister. So, there were going to be proper introductions, and then hell broke loose, and things happened, and there had to be a conversation first, and then things were fine, and again, introductions were going to be planned, and then again, hell broke loose. Long story short, I'm, in lack of a better term, in a relationship?
That should go without saying, but yes. Is he kind to
Again.
you, at least?
Yes. He's protected me.
Oh, have you ever hurt you in any way? Joe can help. Just kind of
Yeah.
smirks.
That's fair. I really was going to tell you.
I know. There's been a lot going on. Especially with
Yeah.
Lucky recently.
Yeah.
I'm glad he's back.
Yeah. Me too. Even though he is literally the worst.
I'm glad you have a friend. Multiple friends. And someone more than a friend.
Yeah. It's nice. Not being alone.
You can join us for breakfast, or are you gonna go anywhere?
We've got some celebration to do later, but maybe I'll hang out here for a little bit first.
As soon as you hear that, you hear a knock.
Jeez. Rinn's already just hiding in her hands, like sliding down in her chair, like I don't know who that is.
Jill goes up the door.
It's Seth, because he saw Lucky return, but not her.
Oh, speaking of,
He put his hood back on, by the way, so he's kind of like, eh.
oh hello,
Immediately Rinn read again.
Wolf Boy.
Oh, that's a nickname. Came to check to make sure that... I don't know. Is she okay? I'm surprised
Yes,
she
why
didn't
don't you
kill
come
him.
in?
Sure. Okay. Steps
We
in.
let you in.
Striker, this is my family. This is Leah and Dell, and CL and Joel. Everybody, this is Striker.
Hello.
Bless you.
And he just kind of waves.
Greetings. And CL goes. We've met. Have a conversation. And he goes, so you have wolf ears? Just right to the point.
That I didn't tell her.
They keep calling him Wolf Boy, to be fair. And
Yeah,
Jill
to be
did
fair.
see him with the ears.
Yes.
I'm lucky to just shout out dating wolf or cuddling with Wolf Boy.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I'm a shifter.
Oh,
He kind of goes ahead and just takes his hood off, so we'll see his ears.
alright, it's gonna go wide a bit.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, if you want to see more, the rest of my family's here somewhere.
I will probably have to take time. Though I am really into this one book. Dell kind of pipes up and she goes, so I'm gonna go ahead and say this. Didn't how do I put this nicely, and then I'm just gonna say it, and I mean no offense, Striker. Didn't expect this to be your type.
I'll admit the proper thing is kind of making me uncomfortable, but this one keeps me in line. Sort of.
And Rinn, I expected you to be not with another noble, but a shifter was something I didn't expect.
Trust me, that part I found out later.
She stands up and kind of approaches you, Striker.
Hmm. Tilts its
Keep her
head.
safe. Okay,
I will do my best.
that's all I ask. I know she's a handful.
Yeah,
Hey.
she yells at me whenever I try to protect her. It's fine. It's totally.
To be fair, she did the same with Jill.
Hmm. Yeah. She can be a bit reckless. He just grins at Rinn.
Gee, pot calling the kettle black.
Oh, come on. I don't know how long you two been dating, but you're already acting like an old married couple.
Wait, we're technically dating? I wasn't informed of that part.
And Fanny put her into her chair.
I wasn't informed of that part.
Well, she did describe it as a relationship.
That explains the deer comment.
Though I'm curious about one thing.
Hmm.
It's more something Lucky said.
Oh.
Oh no.
Cat ears? Turns to you, Rinn.
Beat red face in her hands. It was a prank. I swear it was a prank.
Was, apparently, but you kept them.
I tell her she looks cute in them. She refuses to wear them again. She's not helping the situation at all.
Not at all. Even Jill's face is red at this point. She's like, Leah's interest is back again. See how this is kind of. He just doesn't know how to react to any of this. Also, he probably doesn't want to hear any of this.
It's fair. Nothing happened. Literally just got a little too drunk.
Yeah.
Woke up with cat ears.
Yeah, don't remind me nothing happened.
So, you. Okay, that makes sense. So, you're keeping them for a rainy day?
Something like that.
Or is it because he considers you cute in them? She kind of smirks.
I stick my tongue out at her. Childish maneuver.
And she kind of gives you a bit of a hug, Striker,
Okay.
and then pulls away and she goes, "Well, at least for now, welcome to the family. Till you do something and then we have to have Jill remove you from the family."
Noted.
Lily goes, that's her way of saying don't hurt her.
I don't know if I can. She just makes me sleep on the couch when I get in trouble.
Well, I guess it's better than a doghouse.
Don't tempt her to provide.
They
a
all turned.
Rinn's smirking.
I didn't
That's
mean
actually
it like that.
that's actually an excellent idea.
Don't give her ideas, please. Although Storm
She kind
might
of
like
smirks when Rinn goes.
them.
At this point, Rinn, as you're middle of this conversation, you hear in your ear, an earring. Rinn. This is Victoria.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
We think we know what they're doing.
Okay.
Whoever you want for the meeting, we are setting up a plan.
I'll fetch the team.
Thank you.
I stand up. Looks like it's gonna be a working breakfast. Sorry.
No problem. You're saving the world after all.
Trying.
She gives you a hug.
I hug her back. Stay
Be
safe.
nice to
Don't
him,
do
too.
anything stupid.
Yes. Well, we're kind of trapped here.
Yeah, you can still get into a lot of trouble here, trust me.
Oh, I'm seeing that. Be careful.
I make zero promises, but we'll do our best.
Jill is always willing and able to help you, you know that. Jill kind of nods.
I nod, and I'm still glancing over at CL because the last time she helped us with didn't exactly go super well.
He's kind of looking down. He's nodding as well. You get the sense that he knows that even if he doesn't want her to, she's going to protect.
Yeah.
That's just who she is.
Well, I'll let you know, Jill. Thanks, and yeah, hopefully this won't take super long.
It's nice to meet you all.
Nice to meet you. Perhaps we'll have to have a longer talk at a future date.
Yeah.
Know you a little better. Maybe get to meet your family.
See about that. Yeah, I'm gonna go.
Brennan is already pulling him out, like, we'll catch you guys later.
He knows what kind of stories his sister will come up with. No.
So who are you bringing to meet Victoria?
Oh boy.
It doesn't have to be everyone. It's just whoever you'd want to be in there.
Yeah. Well, she wants to bring Grail. If he's available.
Yeah, he's just reading a book currently. He seems to have found some way to pass the time, essentially.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
between
bring
that and checking in on his mates, I'm sure.
Lucky and
Bless her.
Sirris, maybe, if you want.
Yeah, probably. Only if they're up to getting back to work.
Yeah, I would assume during that whole conversation, though, he probably would have tried to give the ring back to her.
It would have been accepted.
Okay.
Well, Garthag is currently training, so
Yeah. We'll fill him in. He's not one for meetings, and the last thing Rinn wants to do is to need him to shut up.
fair. So you guys head to Victoria's office. She's back in her office. She's wearing a pair of gloves. Currently, just a white pair of gloves, long sleeve. Come in. So, what do you guys know of the city of Pyro?
Mm,
You can
What
go ahead
do
and
I
make
know of
history
that?
checks. if
Yeah.
anybody wants to.
Yeah. Wait, is that something I have? Kind of?
It's a skill.
I'm gonna have Lucky make it because he's lived in there. Alright.
Well, that wasn't that
Fair.
one for me anyway, so I know jack shit.
That was a
It's
natural
a-
20. for
It's a
Lucky.
12.
Seth has not been there long enough to really know much about the place.
Yeah.
So, Lucky, you know it's one of the desert cities of the Thorndon lands. It's one of the main. It's not the capital city, but it's one of the major cities on the trade routes.
Okay.
It is. Oasis is like your kind of travel. Like you go there. If you're gonna go to Oasis, you're not going there for anything more than it's like the Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
Hyrule is a mining town, but not a normal mining town. Because they are in a desert. It was built actually underground mostly. They found a network of caves in the sand. And then essentially using the fact that the rock is holding the sand so it doesn't just keep pouring on them. They have the main entrance is a pretty large structure that keeps like the sand and sandstorms from filling in the entrance. It's a big, large, like iron door, as well as very kind of ornate statues and such like. It's pretty decently well built, but it's mostly a mining town that doesn't mine for any like metals or coal or anything like that. They mine gems that grow and are unique to this area. They are specifically used as magic catalysts and the creation of more elaborate magical items. Good night, Huffle.
Rest well, Huffle.
Okay. I mean, probably she asked, so he's probably saying what he knows then.
Yeah. Yes. We have reason to believe a force has making its way toward Pyro. From what Hodgepodge seen, it's taken out a few smaller towns on its way through. And she shows you basically still pictures that Hodgepodge has taken of what they saw and the aftermath of what they caught. You see what looks like a horde of undead.
Yeesh.
And the towns they show you, you see there's blood and bodies strewn.
It's not good.
What do you make of this?
Seems very oddly familiar.
Yes. But and she kind of moves her arm and you see a twinge of pain. Do you notice anything odd?
Can I take a closer look?
Go ahead and make an investigation check.
Mm,
The bodies didn't re-rise.
Hi-yo!
I mean, that's his guess.
Yeah, 15.
As he says that, you're like, yeah, that's normally once an undead horde takes over, whoever's making the horde uses that to inflate the numbers.
Yeah, that is strange.
I feel like this might be the entity's work. And I feel that whatever we're seeing is not true. I assume you all remember the bandit incident.
Was that the one with the glass?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hodgepodge saw nothing more than a mere group of bandits. But what you thought was not bandits.
So you think it's something else?
It's clearly an army. But I don't think it's an army of undead. And if it's the entity's work, this might have been why he was trying to keep us away. We can't evacuate Pyro.
What can we do?
We have to defend it. If we evacuate it, it'll alert them. And either they'll continue on and expect opposition, or they'll go somewhere else and attack there. I prefer to set up a trap, an ambush. That's my plan, anyway. I brought you all here to see if you agree or if you have something else.
I mean, an ambush would definitely would even the odds.
Almost a surprise. It's harder to overcome.
Where are we ambushing them at?
You're not ambushing. Or on protection duty.
Protection duty?
You have a door open behind you. You're protecting them. They're the ones doing the ambushing.
I look
To see, yeah.
You see a very familiar kobold boomstick. And 2 other kobolds. The one on his left looks a little younger than Boomstick. It's hard to tell with kobold, of course. At least a little shorter. A lot of like burn scars across this one, and their left hand. So 5 fingers, they only have the 3.
Welp.
And the one on the right seems to be perfectly intact, with the exception of the fact that they're completely blindfolded.
Huh.
They don't seem to have eyes.
Huh.
Interesting.
This is. He goes, I'm Boomstick. We've met. This is my brothers. He points to the blind one. He goes, ironically, this is Eagle Eyes. He kind of lost his vision recently. Fine. Well, not too recently, but a month, I think. No, he nods. And this is Tinker Trap. He likes making special presents.
Huh.
Can make traps. I can blow up anything that gets too close. And anything that's too far away, he's artillery. He points to the blind one.
Right.
That slightly unsettling. How is he supposed to artillery when he can't shoot? Let's see.
You don't need to see if you can use your senses.
Seth gonna know it's fair.
He should also be downwind, likely.
That would be
And
helpful.
scent is one of a very strong indication of direction. Sound can give me an indication of distance, as well as direction. What, did it rain recently?
No.
I smell fresh rain.
That would be this one, and Seth points to Loki. Well, one of the ones in the room.
You realize you just pointed to something.
Right,
Like
that's
what?
why I said one of the people in the room.
You know, it's
Damn
fine.
it.
You ever want to, one of those Tinker Trap doesn't seem to say anything, just kind of.
Lucky is confused, by the way. What?
Well, you never noticed?
No. He doesn't like smell himself. I don't.
This is fair.
You hear? He's like messing something.
Let's not blow anything up right now.
Okay. So,
Demonstration.
demonstration unnecessary.
Demonstration not in a confined room?
He drops a small little gear ball that whirs to life as these like metal 8 legs kind of lift this ball up.
Oh my god. Fucking
My spidey
Skyrim
sense is tingling.
bullshit.
Oh boy.
And you see there's a small hole in the front.
Mm.
He points to the. He points. He kind of points as he throws something. You see this like small. Looks like a crudely woven doll.
Uh-huh.
Ugh.
You hear like what sounds like buckshot go off essentially, as the whole thing kind of shatters itself to fire, and the whole doll is just ripped apart.
All right then.
Bury in sand. Pop.
Huh. You're going to teach me how to make those.
Not a good idea.
But... but it's kind of cool. This is sad, by the way. Just like...
I got more. More dreams.
So we're going out into the desert to protect them while they make a trap.
Traps, and they'll hunker down. The traps will be strewn about the path that they'll be coming from. We'll be leaving. You have to leave today because we need to be there long enough for him to set up traps, and for the others to take position. Well, for you all to take position. Be at their side, and if it gets too close to them, take out. While they thin the herd of whatever is coming. Problems?
Sounds like a plan.
I have no problems.
No problem.
Good, eh?
No problem. No problem.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, and that is where we'll leave it off.
Yeesh.
You've got a defense mission.
Hey.
To
Yeah.
defend 3 interesting kobolds.
I
Place our
have-
characters with them. It's fine.
I am really happy that everything went semi according to plan.
We have a campaign, baby, and I'm so excited.
Campaign Babu.
That just
That's
happened.
exciting.
Don't
What happened
worry.
was I thought of, you know,
We just now have
we
to
would
figure
make some
out-
weird looking kids.
Now we have to figure out how to keep Sirris from going. It's fine.
Yeah, that was my that was my
I
next
imagine
concern.
Rinn's not going to. Lucky's not going to. like her.
That's the one thing that both of them are gonna team up on and go. They're not going. And Sarah's just like,
Yeah.
are you kidding?
But I wrote their names in the Discord.
Yee,
Facebook
thank
so
you.
you have their spelling for future use.
Okay.
Stick is the oldest. Tinker Trap appears to be
Assuming the
undetermined.
youngest.
Undetermined.
He's at least insane.
Then I gathered.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
So you have an insane one, a demolitionist, and a pretty calm one.
Well, at least the calm one is the one shooting.
Yeah.
Who is also blind.
Yeah, Stryker completely agrees with him about the downwind
Yeah,
thing
true.
and all that. Like he
Yeah.
knows what that is. He has an idea of what to do there.
Fair enough.
And they've all got some form of disfigurement, essentially, because of
I
dealing with
mean-
explosive materials. Not always easy.
No.
Or really, really sharp mechanical devices.
Huh? This is fine.
As for announcements on my end, we have a Sunday game where we get to finish that fight. My character is in a bag of holding
Oh Jesus.
with another character. My character is unconscious. That one's not. There's also a statue in there of a person that got turned to flesh to stone.
There's also giants.
Dead bodies. There's dead spiders. There's
Yeah.
vomit.
Yeah, I was gonna say, isn't there vomit in the bag?
Yep.
So it's literally a body bag of holding.
Pretty much. Which was used to get us out of danger,
Yee.
but that's going to be a thing because she can't just abandon the city.
Yeah.
Luckily, the
It's not
guards
a
seem to be
really good
coming
time.
back to help now they've dealt with whatever they're dealing with. But they're gonna have to convince her to not go into the fight. And she's got a healing potion on her, so she can heal. But
One more time.
yeah, that might be all she needs. She might need to like shoot and with she might switch strategies to go ranged and staying out of view.
Fair.
And then we have the fucking Eladrin elf on the flying carpet
Oh, that's right.
who has, without, the people didn't care because he was taking arrows out of the shop. He managed to get 5 quivers of 20 arrows.
Oh
They didn't
no.
stop him because he was using them to, fight the people trying to kill them. So he's got over 100 arrows, sharpshooter with a long bow on a flying carpet.
This is
fun.
why
He can
This
go
is
up to
why
like
I wanna fly the
500
carpet.
feet in the air and still be able to hit 100 feet away.
this is why I want a flying carpet in Kerstrad. It's fine.
Yeah, flight kind of makes things bullshit when you have sharpshooter.
Yep.
Yeah.
But he's only level 4, so he can only fire one at a time. But he's also an arcane archer
Yeah.
fighter,
Hmm.
which he's used to shoot exploding arrows.
Fair.
Other than that, swear?
We should be back with the Lady Crumbs on Sunday, and Dragon is back, and she's home,
Yay!
and so we should be going to find Gwen if we can get the party to cooperate together. It's not a good time, guys.
Getting a party to is like wrangling cats.
Especially when you take the lawful good out of a chaotic group.
Good luck with that.
It's fine. We've already got 2 characters fighting with each other. It's fine. One of them might be mine. It's fine. Made a deal with the devil, and my party didn't agree with it, so it's fine.
Fox, any announcements on your end?
Yeah, I'm gonna thank Jay again for 400 bits.
Oh, the bits.
Bits for days.
And this announcement's a bit different. So, I met a streamer today who's very, very nice. He is trying to get together a rogue community to play with. He likes to do community streams with them, all that. And his name is TallBear51. So I'm gonna give him a shout out because he is just really awesome. I happened to stumble upon his stream. I'll put it in the chat there.
Nice. Sure, check him out.
Yeah, he's been looking for more people to play with and more people to do the community stuff with, so. He's trying to currently join the Rogue Competitive League, which I found out about yesterday.
Whoa.
That they're trying to come up with a row team to do
That's
competitions.
Cool.
So yeah, I think they said there was going to be some stream of it soon at some point. So I'll have to find out the exact day on that. But yeah. That's all
Nice.
I have.
Cool.
I do have one more thing on that Rolla thing.
Hmm.
I was told by Sklara
Mm-hmm.
that apparently the Season 2 Adventurers Pass
Mm-hmm.
is coming with a new row map.
Oh yes, they. I've been watching the general chat and everything. They're bringing back an old map that they had when they were doing their testing and all that with people before, and they reworked it.
Nice.
There's been rumors that it's not going to be a snow map this time, so it'll be interesting. I don't know.
I mean,
none of
dirt
those
boards
have been-
are a thing.
Yeah, none of those have been confirmed, so it's just rumors I've seen people say.
Fair. I look forward to seeing what that is.
Oh yeah.
That's all I got.
Yeah, that's all I have too. Let's see, is anybody streaming?
We are.
Shadow is still streaming. Ring of all things!
Convenient.
Actually, let me
It's
double
almost
check.
as if this
He's
was planned.
still streaming.
Like, I'm fine.
Nope, he is playing, it sounds like, with he's playing with Quinn and Dread. Sounds like. Yep. So we will do a raid on them and be like, hey.
Hi, friend.
We totally didn't plan this ahead of time.
I know, we totally didn't just start talking about it and then he just happens to be playing. It's fine.
I mean, to be fair, he has been doing rings basically all day.
I didn't even think
Yeah,
of that until
that's
I went
fair.
to look to see if he was still streaming.
So,
But,
I guess
alright.
that means we wave for goodbye. Well, I do, because I'm not going to be seen.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, fair. Bye.